Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, including eyeshadow today. I am going to be doing another look with the new Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette that I recently picked up. This is what mine looks like. I've used it one time. Today I'm going to use some of the other shades that I haven't played with yet. Anyways, I really just need to play with some makeup because it's only 9 a.m., something in that vicinity, but I've already had a heck of a day. I'm not going to get into it too much because I'm not trying to bring you down, but I'm going to play with a bunch of different makeup I'm going to play with a bunch of new makeup and some old faves too, and also dip into my Sephora haul with you. Part 1 of 3 so far, but I already have another cart filled out. This is not the only thing, this is not the only package that is on its way to me. I have 2 other boxes already en route, and I currently have a full cart of additional items that I am considering picking up still. So this is not going to be my only Sephora haul, but I am going to play with some of the items in here and show them to you and just, try to lift my mood with a little bit of makeup. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I have not even moisturized my face yet, which I need to. I love the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer. It's like light enough, but rich enough. It's like the Goldilocks of face lotions for me. It's like just right. Not too hydrating, not like under hydrating either. Okay. I'm also going to be playing with, finally, the Give Beauty, because I forgot to do this in yesterday's video. And from my Sephora haul, I'm going to be checking out the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. And yeah, I'm actually kind of excited to give this a go. So I probably should have picked up the smaller one. So let's hope that I really like this product. I feel like I'm going to though, because everybody really raves about it. And so far I've liked the other couple of Huda Beauty face products that I've tried. Not a big fan of her eyeshadows, but I like her complexion products so far that I have tried. So, okay. Then what else am I going to be getting into? Yeah, I'm going to be playing with the Master Mattes, the neutrals from Makeup by Mario again. And this time I'm going to be getting into this shade. I also want to play with the black and some of these other neutral shades that I didn't dip into yesterday. I am going to be wearing the same lippy. I want to wear Bronx Baby again. And yeah, that's all that I know for sure, but let's go ahead and get started. So really quickly, before I get all lost in checking out the makeup and distracted, let me show you. I couldn't help myself. Now, I feel like I did really, really well restraining myself because this was the only thing that I picked up out of the Wicked collection. Look at that cute little brush. I actually wanted to pick up the entire collection except for the really coveted glitter spray. I know everybody was really after that glitter spray, but I personally don't like shimmery sparkles, especially all over my face, but like I have to be in the mood for sparkles. And I didn't really think that I needed a giant bottle of glittery setting spray that's gonna expire in probably anywhere from 6 to 10 months or something like that. So instead, the setting spray that I picked up is another of my favorite cult classic Urban Decay All Nighter. And I also decided to try the All Nighter Dewy, even though I'm not really, is it dewy or glowy? Glowy. Extra glow. Even though I'm not really into like a glowy look typically, I thought this one specifically might pair really well with my About Face foundation, specifically on days that I don't pair it with the e.l.f. So actually, maybe I should try this one again today with the glowy setting spray. I want to use the About Face. So, okay. I'm so sorry to be all over the place. Anyway, yeah, my hair is soaking wet because I just got out of the shower. I was not planning on taking a shower, but since I had to because of the catastrophe that I just encountered in my house a minute ago, because of the catastrophe that I just like discovered and had to clean up in my home, I ended up taking a shower and I just decided, let me just go ahead and wash my hair. So my hair is drying and it's just like, it's got no product in it. It's just like drying and puffy and we're just gonna have to live with it, okay? I can't tie it back or whatever because then I'll have clip marks in it from where it's drying like that. All right, let me get going because I've literally been filming for 20 minutes and I haven't even started my makeup. All right. I'm gonna edit most of that out probably, but okay. I'm gonna start off with the About Face foundation, and this time I am not gonna use the e.l.f. Halo Glow because I wanna see how it pairs with the Extra Glow Urban Decay setting spray from my Sephora haul, one of 3 so far. I also picked up a Makeup Forever lip liner. This is, I believe, one of the shades that Nikki LaRose was talking about in her video where I was watching her create her look with this palette. I've also heard a bunch of other people talk really highly, like speak really highly of these Makeup Forever pencils, and I hear that they can go both eye and lip. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I'll probably just use it for the lip, but I did get a shade that if I don't like it on the lip, maybe I can use it on the eye. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna check this pencil out. I figured it'd be a good time to give it a go. And for my teenager, I picked up this skincare product from Paula's Choice. This is what it's called, and this is what it looks like on the side. Yeah, I don't know. The review said that it was really great for acne, and my son is, of course, going through teenage acne. So, you know, I thought maybe this could be helpful for him. All right, that's everything. That's everything that's in that first box that I've received so far. Let me go ahead and now get started with my foundation. I do really like that I can rely on this foundation for such a great skin match. I was watching somebody else, like a different makeup artist. Who was it? Rose, from Rose and Ben. I was watching Rose review this foundation in one of her videos, and she didn't like it very much for the tones. She's a more like the cool to pinky undertone, and so she was talking about how she could not get a really good shade match in this foundation. And yeah, she just thought that their undertones were completely off for the cool, like the cool shades that she had. And I think she also picked up like one possibly neutral, I'm not really sure. Anyways, my point being that maybe the About Face foundation isn't good in all of the skin tones, but like for olive undertones, I'm really impressed to be able to find a foundation that matches my skin tone so perfectly, because I've literally never been able to find that in my entire life. Like, Halsey did that for me. Yeah, like Halsey did that for me. Like, she did that for me. So thank you. Like, I'm not saying she did that specifically for me, but what I'm saying is she did that for me, and thank you. Because nobody else has been able to do that for me. So like, I'm so happy with this About Face foundation. I just love it so, so much. And the fact that it's $20 and it's currently on sale for like 15 and some change, like, I just love that so much. Oh my God. Especially because like I got really used to paying anywhere from $30 to $50 for a foundation, which is pretty pricey, you know? But yeah, so there's only been a couple of other lower cost foundations that I've actually enjoyed. Okay, I'm gonna try to just build it up real quick for a little bit more coverage in a couple of areas since I'm not using the color corrector today anywhere. Sorry if you were hearing my dog in the background, like, do his face on the floor. I really feel like this foundation looks a lot better on me when I do the color correcting. But that's okay. It's not like a full coverage foundation. So, you know, it's expected to see my freckles through it. It's just, yeah, it kind of ruins the vibe a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera for a moment to do my brows because you don't want to see that process yet again, and I'll be right back and we'll get on with the next step. Today for bronzer today I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury in the shade 1. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit more strategically placed. Again, I don't know, I've just been kind of changing up a little bit of how I do my makeup lately, just a little bit. Like, it's probably hardly noticeable to most people, you know. Okay, I don't know how well this particular lip pencil is going to go with the lipstick that I'm wearing today, but I really like to not worry about matching my lip liner to my lipstick. I really like a contrast. And yeah, I feel like the lipstick itself is so opaque that it can probably fudge whatever this color ends up looking like. So let's check this out. If I remember correctly, I think this is in like mocha something. I don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna try this beautiful lip liner. Let me see if I can show you the shade name. I can't even see. Hold on, there it is. Okay, I hope you could see the shade name there. Yeah, I hope you could see the shade name there. Let me go ahead and put this on. So I apologize. I'm looking down in my mirror for a moment. I actually think this lip liner will go really well with that lipstick because it's very like pink. I don't normally like pink lip liners. I usually like my lip liners more in the shade of a brown. And that's probably because my lips are brown. I don't have like pink lips like most people. Yeah, and I was completely mistaken. I could not use this color as an eyeliner. It was way too warm. I mean, I could, I guess, if I was like my thing, but it's too warm for my preferences. It's one of my dogs jumping inside. Okay, let's see how it pairs with the lipstick because the color itself on me, I'm not a big fan of. It's just a little bit warm for me. Maybe it's called Maple something. I can't remember. Anyways, okay, I'm going in with Bronx Baby before I even finish out my face because I just want to like get my lips on. I do really like that color of the lip liner with this lipstick. I actually feel like it's a perfect match. So this is a big win. I think I think I scored really well on this. I lucked into a perfect lip combo. Love. Okay, so now I'm ready to set my face. I am so excited to try the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. I believe I have, yeah, I picked up the shade Pound Cake. I had a hard time deciding which shade to get. Ooh, pretty. I will say that I currently in my cart have sitting the mini in either the peach or the pink and a mini one size in some other shade also. So I'm not a fan of the square top. The corners are like a little bit painful to my fingertips to turn it. Oh, maybe I should set this down before I make a big mess. Ooh. Okay, and this is one that most people like to do with Oh, I haven't even done eyeliner. I mean, like concealer. Girl, calm down. Okay, hold on. Let me cover that back up. I'm telling you, I am still very rusty. I've got like all of my order of things out of place in my mind. Like I'm super rusty still. It's only been one time that I've put on makeup in the last 3 weeks so far. So yeah, I'm still like all discombobulated. But today I'm gonna try the Bobbi Brown concealer again, only this time I'm gonna do it without any color corrector on and see how that works. And I'm gonna try to use a lot less of the product this time. I feel like that's very peachy, and it's so peachy that it might provide me a little bit of color correcting on its own. So let's just see how that works. I'm not sure how I'm gonna like that for the actual shade match though. I kind of feel like I'm gonna end up needing to return that concealer for a different shade, like exchange it, which makes me a little bit sad, but I'm gonna try to make it work. I mean, at least it was only like $12. I didn't pay the full price for it. It was on that like Ulta half off sale. Let's just see if I can blend it into my foundation and make it look okay, even though it is super peachy. I feel like it's kind of the best of both worlds, like a corrector and a concealer in one. What do you think? Especially on camera, you'll be able to tell the color tones a lot easier than I can here in person. But I actually think that although I can tell there's just the slightest bit of peachiness there under the eye, I do like the color correcting that it provides. What do you think? We're gonna go with it. Okay. Let me do a little bit of blush. Today I'm gonna use my NARS, this palette here. And these blushes, like this particular face palette here is the reason why I have no desire to pick up a Rare Beauty blush. Those like blush light things that they came out with or whatever. I really feel like I already have all of those shades and the exact same finishes here in this palette, plus a highlighter. So like, I don't need it. And did you see how my highlighter broke? Did you see how my Rare Beauty highlighter broke on me the other day? Like it just completely shattered when it fell on carpet. On carpet, guys. It wasn't even like a hard fall, and it wasn't a fall, it wasn't a far distance. And so like, why did that thing crack and shatter the way that it did? It's just too sensitive a formula for me. I appreciate that this glowy palette is very hard pressed. Like it's not really hard pressed, but it's like a baked gelée type of formula. And so it's really hard pressed and it's not that easy. Well, it is easy to pick up, but like, it's not like a powder. It doesn't pick up quite as easy as a powder. So like you want a brush that has just a little bit of a grip at the tips. All right, once again, I'm going to bring my blush placement down a little bit. Let me get my wet puffy hair out of the way. It'll be less puffy later in the day after it's like done drying. Yeah, right now it's everywhere. So here we go. I'm gonna try to keep my blush a little bit more demure today. And this is the shade here that I am using. I love this blush brush so much. This is such a good one. This is a Flower Beauty, like $5 brush, or maybe it was $9. I can't remember. Anyway, I love it so much. I feel like I bought two. Did I? No, I only have one, but I feel like I should have bought two because I really love it. But yeah, I bought several of the other Flower Beauty brushes and those I didn't like quite as much, but I do want to do like a whole series of brush reviews on like all the different brands that I've picked up in the recent months and like the last year or so, and I might do that today. So if you see literally a whole slew of brush videos come up in my feed and I'm wearing the exact same shirt and makeup, now you know why. But hopefully I'll like break those down into different days. Anyways, we'll see. Okay, so there's the blush. Put just a little bit here on the temples, a little bit on the nose, a little bit on the chin. All right, now I feel like I'm ready to set my face. Let's go back into the Huda Beauty. I'm just using the lid itself to like work it into the brush. And I should use a more detailed brush for under my eyes, so that's what I'll do for that. Wow, that is a beautiful powder. Oh my God. Wow. That truly blurred my face. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit on the under eyes. I'm using this brush here from BK Beauty. I've already got the brush loaded, but now I'm just, again, working it in on the lid. Okay. So far, I really, really like this powder. Wow. It did make my under eyes look a little bit dry, but it might also be because I'm not wearing any primer underneath. I'm not wearing any of like the Halo Glow, and the About Face foundation is a little bit like a dry matte finish. So maybe it'll look a little bit better once I get to the setting spray. Let's move on. I'm gonna prime my eyes with my, goodness. Oh, got this hair everywhere. Okay. I'm gonna prime my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, as per usual. Okay, let's see what we're gonna get into today. I'm gonna start off with shade number 4. And I'm gonna try to do, let me see, what kind of a look am I going for? I don't know, let's just go with it. I'm gonna start off here in the front with this lighter shade towards the crease for a little bit of definition without being too intense. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into this shade here, shade number 7. Good Lord, my stomach is growling. It's not time for me to eat yet though. Yeah, I feel like the hue of those two build nicely from one to the next. This one is a little bit, I'm surprised to see that this shade here is looking a little peachier on me. It doesn't look quite that peach in the pan, but I guess now that I'm looking at it and I see a peach on my eyes, I can see the hint of peach undertone in it. So it's a surprise that I actually like the way that shade looks, because I don't typically like peachy shades on me. I don't know, for some reason, they just don't look as pretty on me as the color itself is. I'm gonna go ahead and go into Mario's favorite shade. If you missed my first impressions video where I shared a little bit of insider info about this palette, I'll be sure to link that up here in the eye and down below in the description box. Check that out if you want to know, like, you know, what I'm talking about or whatever, but yeah. kind of want to do a little bit of a halo vibe, but I'm not really sure because I've already kind of started going in a different direction. So we'll just see how that works out. And I'm also trying to kind of step away from this like super triangular outer edge. And I want to start to kind of just like move a little bit more towards rounding out my looks. But obviously that's not going to start today because I already didn't place the brush in the right way. Let me just try to round it out a little bit. Okay. Man, that shade that Mario loves so much, shade number 8, it is truly transformative. It really just like amps up each look that I use it with. I'm using that same like fluffy blender that I was using yesterday just to blend out my outer edges since I'm essentially using like the same shades and stuff. And I just want to kind of get the base all nice and blended out. I kind of did get a little bit too high up in the brow, but we'll work that out in a minute. I want to get into this gray shade and see how it works. I'm going to take this Refer 14 Mini into this really pretty like gray toned, blue toned shade here. This is what it looks like. Let's see how it looks on me. I don't even know what color this is, so I don't know how like where I want to put this, but I feel like it's going to be darker. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the outer edge. I really have no idea what I'm doing, like where I'm heading with this shape or whatever, or what kind of look I think it's going to turn out like. So let's hope that I can pull it together. I mean, I kind of have confidence that it will come together. These Makeup by Mario palettes are like so user-friendly, in my opinion. How do we feel about that? I do think that looks pretty, but now let's just see what this shade looks like all by itself. I'm going to put this shade more towards the lid without anything on it, where I don't have another shade already underneath, and let's just see how it looks all by itself. Ooh, yeah, it does look really gray and beautiful. That's kind of fun and like smoky. It's like puffy hair is really good on my nerves. After it's done drying, it'll start to flatten out just a little bit, hopefully. Okay. What do we think about that? I'm not sure if I like the way those shades are mixing together. I can't tell if it's like a nice gradient or if it's getting muddy. What do you think? You won't hurt my feelings. Truly, let me know. Because, like, how am I supposed to know and learn if I don't get told the truth? It's not bad. I don't dislike it. I'm just not sure if I've got the blend going into the other color well or not. But okay, let's move on to something else. I'm going to move on to the, I feel like the white will be too white. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this here on the inner lid. Yeah, that other one would have been too stark, and I feel like that was the perfect color to blend into those others. I'm still going to add the white matte in the inner corner, but like for here on the inner lid, I just feel like that white would have been too intense, and I really like the way this second shade is blending into this like blue-gray slate shade. Ooh, I like that a lot. What do you think about that? Okay, now I want to take this shade, this number here, this brush here, sorry, into the first shade. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner. And a little bit here at the top. That might have been a little bit too stark, so let me like try to blend that in. There we go. Just for a little bit of softness. Okay, I'm not completely done yet though. I do feel like, oh, my hair is getting on my nerves. I'm so sorry if it's getting on your nerves too. I'm gonna take this really delicate Hakahodo brush. God, I wish they still made this. It is a blue squirrel blender. This is a blue squirrel brush, so it's like really delicate in its application. And I'm gonna use that to go into this really dark shade here. And I'm gonna just deepen up the, ooh, yeah, that was a lot darker than I was expecting. Okay, so that gave me a little bit of a wing. Just a little bit of like a smoky one. I'm not trying to make it like a completely harsh line. I want to kind of blend it into the shadow a little bit and still leave like the edge of it. Okay. I feel like I liked it better before I did that, but I'm going to take that first brush that I was using in the crease and I'm going to just kind of go over the edge of that. That might have made it muddy, so that was probably a mistake. All right, maybe this brush was too pointy. I'm going to try a different one, a more, this is also a blue squirrel brush one, but it's got like a mix of some other hair. I can't remember what. And it's fluffier, less pointy. And I think that this will achieve the desired effect a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. What do we think of that look right there? I'm going to use this brush here to pick up that same blue-gray matte, and I'm going to put that across the lower lash line just to really accentuate that shade on the lid. Yeah. See, a super dark lower lash line is just really my jam. It's like, it's my comfort zone. Yesterday I tried a super light lower lash line, and although I think it did kind of work, it wasn't exactly my favorite. Now I'm going to take just a little bit of shade 3 on this just to kind of buff out the bottom edge of that line so it's not too harsh. Okay, and then I want to put something towards the front. Let's see. I'm going to go with that peachy brown right here. Just feel like bringing in a little bit of that peach towards the front from the upper lid will make it more cohesive. See, that's why I don't like to reuse brushes, because now I want to go back into the light one, but it already has a darker shade on it now. So I had to get a fresh one anyway. That's just because I typically go in with the same shades over and over again to re-intensify them as I'm working through the look. Okay, there is the, hold on, let me show you with the palette. Okay, here is the finished eye look with just the eyeshadow with some of the other shades that I didn't play with yesterday. Let me add some finishing touches like some eyeliner, the Give Beauty mascara. Am I gonna add any eyeliner? I feel like it doesn't need it. Yeah, I'm actually not gonna add any eyeliner. If anything, I could like maybe, let's just go ahead, just you know, for the sake of using, more of shades. I'm gonna go in with this deep brown here on my really skinny little rougher brush, and I'm gonna use this, that might not even be dark enough. I'm gonna use the black. And I'm gonna just tap that here along the lash line. On the back half a little bit. I'm doing the same color mixture because I might as well make a match, but I feel like that first shade was a mistake. Okay. Not sure if you can see the difference that made, but I feel like it did add just a little bit of a smoky edge to my lashes. And I'm sorry if you see me keep looking behind you. There's people walking up and down my street constantly. It's a beautiful day, and so people are like walking the neighborhood. Okay, where's the mascara I want to play with? Oh, right here. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the Give Beauty mascara in Can't Stop Staring. That's a cute name. Ooh, this is a fun package. I think it looks really cute with my Makeup by Mario palette. Look at that. Anyways, okay, sorry. I was trying to see if maybe I could get a thumbnail out of that. If you end up seeing that as a thumbnail, then you know that it worked. And if not, then you can just laugh at me for no reason. I don't know. Maybe I'll like take that out. Maybe I'll leave it in so you can laugh. Okay. Just smells like a regular mascara. Not sure how I feel about this. Like, it seems like this feels like a circumcised wand. That's the impression that I got the second I look at this, like great big ball at the end. However, I do like how that ball is gripping onto my hairs. Oh my God, that just got really like inappropriate quick. Okay, let me get my mind out of the gutter, guys. Sorry. Okay. I feel like that's a very natural looking lash, but it looks really pretty. So we'll see if we can build that up with another coat. So my first impression of this mascara is that I really like the way it like separates my lashes and fans out, like the formula fans out kind of without being like a curling mascara. It just like fans, but it's not like super high intense, impactful as far as like lengthening. So I'm not sure. And it also feels like a slightly drier formula from the start. You know how some mascaras are like too wet and you got to let them dry out for a little bit before you really like them. And then other times they start off kind of dry and then they feel like they dry out faster. Yeah, we'll have to see if this mascara feels like it's too dry in like a month or so, because it feels like it's kind of a dry formula. However, it's not weighing down my lashes because of the fact that it's dry, and it feels like it's got a little bit more of like a paste feeling on my lashes, which is giving it a lot of like a flare out. Not a paste like a toothpaste or something, but like a paste kind of like a pomade, like a hair gel pomade type of a feel. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So yeah, I like the separation that the lashes are getting. I do really like the way that it grabs each lash, but it's keeping my lashes looking short and stubby. So it's not exactly my favorite, like on its own. I would really like this paired with a lengthening mascara. So Now that we've seen what the Good Beauty can do all by itself, let's go ahead and top it off with my tried and true aqua bottle of the Last Princess. I know some people don't like this mascara. They say that it like flakes for them or whatever, but I don't have that problem. I don't know if maybe you're getting like a bottle that's been opened by somebody in the store, like it's not the freshest, or if maybe it just doesn't work with your chemistry as well as it does for me with mine. I'm not really sure. But I personally am so happy. Oh, fuck. Oops. I personally am so happy to have found a drugstore mascara that I love so much and that I can literally count on through thick and thin for no matter what, because I was always a high-end mascara girly, and my mascaras were like $30 to $33 each. And as you can see, I like to pair mascaras together. So like I would do that. Oh, good Lord, I just got mascara on my nose. Girl, I'm telling you, it's one of those days. Anyways, I would do that with my high-end mascaras, and I'd be like literally wearing $60 to $90 worth of mascara on my freaking eyes. And that was like way back when I was broke and couldn't afford makeup. So it was like really asking a lot to have 2 high-end mascaras in my stash at one time. But I did. I just saved up for them, you know? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about that spot. That's a huge bummer. Oh God, yeah, blend it in. Smear it out, Michelle. Great job, great job. All right. I think for the most part, I played it off. Okay, so this is it for the eyeliner and the mascara look. I'm not going to put anything on my lower lashes, although it would probably look a lot better. I don't often wear mascara on the lower lashes. I just feel like it overpowers the look. Sometimes I want those like doll eyes where you see all the lashes at the bottom, but oftentimes I don't like that. So yeah, this is it for my makeup look of the day. Now, the only thing, hold on, I'm trying to let this mascara dry on my hand because I don't want it to end up smearing everywhere. But now the only thing that remains to test out is the dewy, oh, it was backwards. Now the only part that remains to test out is the dewy setting spray. So let's see how this goes. I actually picked this up simply because Teresa is Dead was talking about how this is such a good setting spray. She loves the dewy one so much. And she didn't know that there was a dewy before she had bought it. I believe that's what she had said. Anyways, I certainly didn't know that there was a glowy dewy one. And I can't use the vitamin C one because vitamin C makes me break out. Should have done this before I did my mascara, but here we go. I don't have my fan in this room, so I can't like open my fan up. It's back at my makeup desk. Okay, so let's give that a moment to dry. I do see luminosity from the spray because this foundation is really not luminous on its own, and I didn't put on any highlighter, and I didn't use the e.l.f. setting halo glow underneath. So all of the luminosity is straight up coming from the spray. Yeah, and I was actually thinking that it was gonna look super dewy, which is not my jam, but really it just keeps your skin from looking completely matte, which it actually looks really nice, and I'm so glad that I tried it. Now I'm wondering, is there going to be a time that I want this over the dewy one? I'm not sure. Maybe I should exchange this for a more travel size one and keep this one full. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Let me know what you think I should do. Anyway, here is my completed makeup look for the day. Now I'm gonna go run a couple of errands and stuff before I have an athletics game to go to. I'm just gonna change at that point and put on my team gear, like my team spirit, my school spirit gear. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, putting on my makeup for the day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think of the eye look that I created. I forgot to take a really good look at it. I really love it so much. Yeah, so let me know if you think that it turned out muddy or if you think that it blended really nicely. So let me give you a close-up of the eye really quickly before I say goodbye. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much. Hair's getting on my nerves, sorry. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I won't be playing with my hair as much in the next video, I promise. And I'll see you in the next one.